Or what it looks like, that's not important. One of the things, and what's going to be important, is you see where this transparent area is, where this checkerboard, we call it the checkerboard pattern right there. When we get it over to Dreamweaver, you'll be able to make that any color you want. Okay, so you'll be able to see through. What'll be solid will be the black part here, and what will be transparent will be the checkerboard pattern. The problem you're going to run into is the different shades of gray along the edge can only be one color, and so that'll give you white fuzzy edges, but let's not worry about that right now. I have some ideas on how to fix that at this point. Everybody got a skull? Okay, let's save it. I'm going to go under File, Save for Web and Device. Okay, when we're inside Save for Web and Device, we're going to choose GIF. We're going to make sure that there's a transparency. See if you turn it on and off. If you turn the transparency off, it'll be solid white. If you turn it on, it'll be checkerboard pattern. Off, on, off, on. See that? It's called transparency right here. Now, if you knew what color background you were going to use for your website, you can put it in the matte color right here. See where it says matte? And you can't see it in the video because it's outside the viewable area here, but if you look here, there is a matte feature right here. See it right here? It's called matte. If you knew what color background you were going to use for your website, you would put that in here. Now when we talk about colors for websites, and I'm going to click on this for just a minute, you don't have to do this, I'm going to click on it for just a minute here, you'll notice you get a color picker up here. In addition, you'll notice you got these web-only colors down here. See the web-only colors? These are the colors that you see when you're choosing a color inside of Dreamweaver. Inside of Dreamweaver, it gives you the hexadecimal value. These are called hexadecimal values. As I click around on the screen here, you'll notice I have these CC333 right here. See it right here? These are called hexadecimal values. They're a way of describing colors by using letters and numbers. It's just a way that HTML programs colors. In this case, you could choose, let's just say I was going to use CC33333 for my background. I could choose it here, or I could type it in here, and then I can go into Dreamweaver and type in the same color. Okay, it's the same color. What does that do? If I hit OK, you'll notice that if I zoom in, you'll see there's red lines that go around the outside. And the reason why is because when I make a transparent GIF, only one color can be transparent. But when I drew my skull, I had all these different shades of gray around the outside. Okay, and what I would end up getting is white fuzzy edges to my skull. But if I choose matte as my background color, it'll then anti-alias is what it's called to the color of your matte. You don't have to worry about that, right? You can leave it white for right now. That's fine. I'm going to leave it white. Don't worry about it. Then hit save, and let's go to our folder. It should automatically go to your folder, and we'll call this tile background. Tile background. Okay, let's make one more background. We're going to make the most beautiful background you've ever thought of. Ever could think of. And one of the things about backgrounds is backgrounds the background can be tiled in a specific direction. So if you want a small gradient that goes across the top of your website, or a small gradient that goes along the side of your website, you could make a small gradient and have it tile all the way across. And you won't know what I mean until you see it. And once we get to it, you'll say, oh, now that's how it's done. So do you want to go across or up and down? Which way do you want to go? Horizontal or vertical? Horizontal? Across? Okay, let's go horizontal. To make a horizontal banner across the top of my website, I'm going to go underneath File, New. Now, you could make it only 1 pixel wide, but I'm going to make it 10 so we can see. So I'm going to say 10 pixels for the width, and let's say 70 pixels for the height. Don't worry about transparent or whatever. And here, I'll give you an example of what we're going to make. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. If we go to MSN or my Hotmail account, You'll notice, look at this nice light blue at the top to white down here. Do you see this gradient right here? Do you see that? Okay. We can make a nice gradient like that very easily. Here, let's do it. msn.com. I think it's supposed to be going to MSN. No? Why don't I get MSN? Isn't it MSN? Microsoft Network? No. Oh, shit. Okay, let me start over. The box around. The writing. Just hold on 1 minute. Let me get the msn.com. Why doesn't it go to Microsoft Network? Here we go. Okay, here, if you look at the Microsoft Network, you'll notice that it has a nice bright, it has a blue background. See the blue right here? See how, but as the blue goes from the top down, it starts getting lighter and lighter, and as you scroll down, look, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter, almost to all the way to the bottom here where it's white. See that? Okay, you can do that very easily inside of Photoshop. It just depends on how big. Right now the height, I only have 70, but if you make it a lot bigger, you know, maybe the whole width or the whole height of the website, then you can make a gradient that goes all the way across. You'll see what I'm going to do right now. Let's just do 70 by 10 for now and hit OK. Now, what was your question?
I wanted to get this in the box.
You'll Oh yeah, it's just the way Photoshop is. I can put it like this, and if I click using the move tool, move it, I can move it around like this. It's the way it wants to dock it. It's just moving the window around. And of course the zoom in was what on the keyboard? Control plus, Control plus, Control plus, Control plus. Okay, let's make a beautiful gradient for our background. To do that, do you remember this gradient option right here? It's right kind of underneath the brush tools. If you count down from the brush, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down, you'll see there's a gradient. Remember we did copper last time? I'm not going to do copper this time. Let's do something better and beautiful. To do that, I'm going to click up here. So again, click right here where it says, if you don't see the gradient tool, it might look like a paint bucket. See, if it looks like a paint bucket, you hold the mouse down over top of it, go to gradient. Hold the mouse down, go to paint bucket. Hold the mouse down, go to gradient. If you click on gradient, go up here where this option is, and I'm going to make my own gradient. To make your own gradient, I'm going to start with the default black and white at the top. See the black and white right here at the top? Once I start with the plain default black and white, I can come down here. This is the kind of gradient making window right here. And there's these little squares at the bottom. See these little squares right here? There's a square here and a square here. Square here and a square here. To make a gradient, you choose the square that you want and then choose the color you want right here. And I'm going to use a nice, do you want to make the Microsoft one, or let's make our own. I'm going to choose a nice purple, and then over here let's choose a nice bright yellow. There we go. So again, you just click on this little rectangle here, change the color here. Click on the rectangle here, change the color here. And once you have the gradient the way that you want it to be, don't use the gradient overlay, that's not what you want. You're going to click on the gradient tool, count down on the left side. Yeah, click, click. No, up a little bit where the paint bucket is. Hold the mouse down, go to gradient tool. Click in the banner at the top. No, the banner, no, yeah, the banner, the box. No, go over to the left, just, no, over a little bit to right. Yeah, right there, click, no, go, click, there you go. Now you can change the box. Okay, don't click on the arrow itself right here. Click in the box right here. Okay, yeah, click in the box itself. In the. Okay, hold on 1 minute. You need to click right. Look where my mouse is right here. In the not the arrow that comes down in the box. It's all right. I know it's difficult. Photoshop is very hard, but we're almost done. And we're gonna save these and go into Dreamweaver and put this all together in our nice, most beautiful website. Our nice, most beautiful website. click on the box, down the little square. If you click here, see this square right here? Click and change the color by click here and then click color. No, in the box. Now you can change the color.